Hi guys, Sandstarification here, bringing you a Battlefield 3 video. So this is my first Battlefield 3 video. I'm just going to turn off my FPS showing so that you cannot judge my computer's level. So that actually did not work, because I kept it on. Alright, so I have not done a video in a little while. That's just because I have been busy. So I'm going to start off the game using the JNG ID. So I am average saver, having all the aimbot before, but just spawn over here. So, major thing being a gunner, which I'm going to talk about now, depending on how well we do as a team here, is I may be a recon, I am really doing. So, I should currently be in order so that I can repair heal. So, in order to be a good gunner, you should ideally be an engineer that can repair your heal while your pilot stays in the gun. Somebody's trying to get on us. Alright, so heroes and as well as other air vehicles at 35% they are disabled. So what disabled truly means is that they don't really move as well as they begin to take damage. So when you're helo as a gunner in general, as a pilot, if your helo is looking below 50%-ish, you should be trying to avoid combat and flee. Unless then again you are in a gunning contest, you are fighting with a enemy helo in which you should try to be defensive also. But ooh, I think we just got rammed. Oh no, we didn't. It looked like that. So very quickly, being a good gunner, do not shoot at the enemy helo until your pilot is ready. This is a major thing on armored kill, because if you draw attention and your pilot is not ready, you will essentially lose the chance that your gunner had. Sorry, your pilot had, and the possibility of surviving. You lower your chances right there. The other thing is, yes, be an engineer. Do not ditch your gunner, your pilot, if your pilot is performing well, even if you are disabled. So what a lot of people tend to do is as soon as they become disabled, they tend to ditch on their pilot. So that is a big no-no. As a pilot, I find that extremely annoying, especially when I'm coming down to land and have it repaired. So for the rest of the duration of this game, I am most likely going to continue with sniping. So I am playing on PC, if you are wondering. PC I have played on PlayStation, Xbox, everything else actually. And I find that PC is by far my favorite. So right here I missed a few times, nonetheless I still made that shot. I'm a bit rusty with the JNG after doing a multitude of challenges with other guns, right after I got my training wheels with the JNG. So my preferred setup is a ballistic scope. So this is due to the fact that the 7x scope is more or less shitty. I do not like it, I cannot use it, and the second scope that you unlock is the ballistic scope. So I essentially started using the ballistic scope as an alternative to the 7x, and well, due to the notches within a 200-meter range, I can pretty much aim in on people and kill them very quickly. So the next thing is the laser sight. So my laser sight is enabled if you look, but that is because merely I'm afraid of close combat encounters, such as for example what's happening. What just happened there? See, I might have been able to make that shot better, but nonetheless, the laser sight definitely helped me in that case missing, but under normal circumstances hitting. So, in general, with a straight pull bolt, after you fire, if there's imminent danger, you immediately switch to a secondary. So recommended secondaries, as you can see, I use the 93R, but that is because it took me quite simply so long to actually do the co-op on PC and obtain it that I'm now more or less enjoying it on every kit. So another excellent option is the .44 Magnum. Now the .44 is an excellent secondary for two reasons. One, it outperforms, well, 3 reasons. One, it outperforms the Rex due to its slightly lower fire rate, but the damage that it outputs. The second thing is that with a headshot, it is more or less a instant kill. The third thing, this gun takes 2 shots to kill, no matter what, basically. So even at a range, you're very rarely getting a 3-shot to kill. So this is definitely an advantage that is only given by the .44 Magnum in this game, other than some snipers. And having this as a secondary is definitely useful, as you'll see other snipers on YouTube will use this gun, and they will use this secondary, and they will perform extremely well with the secondary. Nonetheless, you have to remember that my games that I upload are not the best games. They are currently all live runs, and games that I prefer to commentate. For example, my last game, because I joined late, I did not feel it was worthy of commentating, but whether or not this game goes well, as I'm currently going neutral, although for all I know I may have a sniping montage, it's all games that I prefer. Alright, so I got taken out by the Viper there. The gunner was essentially doing his own thing and not really caring. So if you look at the gunner, he's using a laser painter. So a laser painter, I'm not sure of the actual usefulness of that, as unless there are friendly javelins on the ground waiting for you to paint targets or the enemy helicopter, it's really not going to do you that much good. I prefer zoom optics, as it allows you to take out targets on the ground more effectively. So nonetheless, as you notice, I've only unlocked maintenance, so I do not have an extreme amount of experience with the laser painter. I'm sorry, it's a bit hard sometimes to commentate, especially when playing Battlefield 3, when I am in a bit of a situation that requires concentration. Nonetheless, I'm still trying to do the best job that I can. And these are 2 guys here. Alright, so I got taken out by an MK381. A bit of an oddity to see on a long-range map like this, but nonetheless, there are the challenges, so that's probably the reason behind its use. For example, that's actually why I'm using the JNG90, was because I was trying it out for the challenge, and I'm actually still working on this. I still need my TLSys. So I am a Colonel Service Star 9. So to me, I feel that I am done the ranking up part of this game, but rather I am on, I guess, what would be considered the enjoyment part of this game. However, to me, when I play a game, I'm a bit weird in this sense of I prefer to work towards goals and objectives rather than playing a game and going, yep, this game is fun, there's no purpose to it, and I'm enjoying it. So, unfortunately, that is a bit of a bad trait that I have, but I am who I am. So I'm sure people feel differently about this. In fact, actually, if you leave your opinion in the comments below, I will for sure respond well, it's my opinion. However, for example, you may be going now, why do you have a Fallout New Vegas playthrough? Isn't that just you run around and do your own thing? Well, actually, there is nonetheless still a main storyline, such as in Skyrim, nonetheless. And I actually, somewhat pathetically, I feel, have goals set out to how much of the game I want completed before I will call it a day. So my second actual reason for why I do this is because of the multitude of games I have through various ways, whether it be through friends lending me discs or buying them on sale. So yes, for example, my current list of like games to play is something like 7, 8 of games I have to beat, and that's not multiplayer, that's all single player. For example, Deus Ex Human Revolution, Skyrim, Fallout New Vegas, Assassin's Creed 3, and, well, it's just the way I play these games. So, currently there is an enemy recon who's being a bit derpy, so I think I'm going to take him out, pop down my T-Ugs, because why not? Might help me out after I start shooting. Where the hell did he go? Exactly, I have to see, he's not shooting him, I don't know where he is. So that was actually a pretty damn lucky shot. Looks like I just utterly devastated him in one shot, which would not normally happen. Although DICE did patch the snipers in order to make them more effective, as in point-blank shots became a one-hit kill. So, well, point-blank shots in the chest and head with certain sniper rifles became a one-hit kill, which I definitely approve of, as point-blank with a sniper rifle. I'm sorry, you're not getting up with that, even if it is in the leg. So, the laser set, you may have noticed that I haven't really been turning it off. Well, to be totally honest with you, it's because I've been forgetting. But, under normal circumstances, when I do snipe long range, for example, as I'm coming up to A, although I'm not sure if I can get a good vantage point to snipe long range at A, as they are capturing it, as well as I believe that this is tank capturing A. So, we lost A. I'm going to be about 100 meters out. So, in a way, it's going to actually make sense to stick with the laser sight, because it's definitely... oh, it's LAV. So, really quickly talking about LAVs, sorry, not LA, recons and armor. So, under normal circumstances, I am a recon that runs around with a crossbow. So you may be going, gee, what the hell is the point of that? What, maybe an extra shot? Well, actually, what I do with that is because sometimes you just have teammates that are useless. Let's face it, we all have those teammates. And sometimes I have teammates that don't have the ability to play engineer and take out enemy armor. So, my solution to that is, when I am playing recon, is to run a explosive tipped crossbow, and this more or less allows me to actually work on enemy armor, whether it be slowly, for example, multiple shots to take out a tank, or whether it being very lightly armored vehicles such as the Humvees, which I do find actually quite easy, even with an explosive tipped crossbow to take out. A major thing is, though, if you do wish to run this setup, is do not expect, for example, an armored kill to be going up to those tank destroyers and going, yep, I am the winner. Be expecting that if you are in a situation where you are more or less screwed, be prepared to at least give that tank a bit of a fight. So that's the real reason why I use it, to be honest. It's just, don't go down without fighting. So I'm just going to hop in this LMB real quick, because it's probably a bit safer than being out in the open. As well as looking like I have first C4 on. So that is the air Humvee. So we all know about the air Humvee and how you have to get 5 air vehicle strikes with it. And I don't know about you, but I find it, honestly, for example, in one match I met with it. Due to its lack of power, I managed to disable 5 different helicopters, but none of them were destroyed, so I did not get the challenge required. So, the Humvee, an excellent strategy, although I probably will not be able to demonstrate at this match, although I would like to, as I do have to get some kills in it, would be, what you do is you have 2 missiles. So I don't know whether it's just me thinking that it does this or not, but it seems that the Humvee reloads faster when you only have 1 missile missing rather than 2. So this is probably just me noticing it, but the thing is, with the Humvee, you are at the advantage. So You may be wondering, why am I at the advantage against an air vehicle? Can't just swoop down and kill you? Well, yes, that is true, but a major thing is that you're on the ground. You are not currently competing in order to survive against it. You are safer than under normal conditions. So, because of this, you can take your time to fire missiles. So, rather than being rushed like you are in the air to switch back to your rocket pods, your rockets are your only weapons. So you can stay lazily locked on and fire one, kind of wait for the other one, not to fully obviously come back, but to still wait for the other one. And what this does is this essentially neutralizes ECMs and flares that would normally be a major pain, as the enemy pops flares. You aims completely off, both missiles completely miss. You are useless, you have to wait till you reload. By the time you reload, he has flares again. So this prevents it, making you able to score hits. So the issue though, is even if you do score hits, the Humvee does much less damage than an air-to-air missile, or even I believe a Stigler. So this guy has actually spotted me because he has seen my scope, combination of my scope turns, as well as the laser sight started going, yep, somebody's got their sights on you. So that is a major disadvantage to the laser sight. I've heard some YouTubers, what they will do is, in order to make it harder for somebody to get a view button, is to make the scope in button disengage their laser. So I don't think that that's that great of an idea, to be honest, because in general, sometimes the laser sight can be very helpful rather than hindering, but there are a lot of people who seem to think this is a good strategy. So I don't know, give it a try yourself, as my control scheme is different, as an armored kill running from objective to objective is rather a pain and strain on your left pinky. So as the game is starting to get closer and closer to a close, my sniping skills are not pro MLG, obviously, but they are better than, well, they've definitely improved, as I have 3 or 4 service stars now with the Janshi 90, and that has really made me have to learn how to use this gun, as well as learn how to use snipers at close range. So that was a major fail on my part. I should have knifed him, and then he turned around, and I was trying to be too fancy, and, well, it was kind of my fault. So we just lost that flag, although, to be honest, I was the only person defending that flag, so I do not feel too badly about that. A major thing is, to all you console gamers out there, do not pester your gunner. Some of you may go, oh hey, there were enemies over there, we should go back there, we should go back there, we should do this, we should do that. No, let your pilot do whatever they wish to do. Unless your pilot is a complete noob, which at that point you really should be bailing, not worrying about what he's doing. Your pilots at this point in this game definitely know what they're doing. All the people who went, oh hey, Battlefield 3, this is gonna be my first Battlefield. People like me, we've learned how to fly. So, in general, do not pester your pilot via voice communications. However, I do not actually know, as I have not tested it, if on consoles, the holding spot, or the holding a possibly different one, will enable the, sorry, I'm trying to recall the name. We'll pull up this menu here. So this menu is actually somewhat useful for quickly relaying things to your pilots, as well as to other players. So I know, generally speaking, there are just a lot of times where you're like, I need ammo, and they just utterly ignore you, or I need a medic, and they just ignore you. However, when you're the only person in the vehicle except for them, they generally do, although generally speaking it is things like go, or need repair, etc. As a pilot that is definitely useless. So are useful. It can be much more useful. So I actually really failed to build that. I'm hoping that this guy is going to help me out here. And it didn't look like he managed to repair my vehicle, if that's what he was trying for. Nonetheless, we had a oh, he did. It looks like he got killed by a T-90. So it looks like he did try to repair my vehicle, but we had two separate vehicles on us, and well, it just did not go out as we planned. So if you look at the bottom left of my screen right now, that's something called air raid. So there is a joke about air superiority called radar superiority, air radar superiority. So air radar is essentially, you must discount yourself. In general, air radar, if somebody does not have air radar, you may want to worry of the pilot, So in general, you may notice that some people may pilot well, but at certain times, that other times, they are not somebody you know. So in general, don't bail on these people. These people are good pilots, although I'm beginning to wonder what the heck this guy's doing, if he didn't know we had an enemy helo on us, and we just got our ass beat. And I didn't even realize. Okay, so this guy, 100 service star, and he does kind of have really good stuff, so I feel like we got TV missile there, but anyways, as this game comes to a halt, just like my ability to come up with things to talk about in Battlefield 3 on the spot, my next thing is going to be, I guess, AT mine, because I'm seeing these AT mines in front of me, and I'm going, oh my god, these are done. These are going to be destroyed very, very quickly. I do not know what that guy's entire thought process was, but you know what? I'll take that kill. I'm actually going to turn off that laser sight right now. So, for those of you who do not know, it is T to turn off the laser sight or flashlight under normal control. So, if you console gamers, I believe on Xbox 360, it is up on the pad, or it is on PlayStation, probably the exact same thing on the left-hand side. This is actually really useful because, let's face it, you have a freaking nuclear-powered flashlight. Do you want to be advertising that when you're doing things like sniping, or when you're at a farther range? It makes you quite literally a walking target, even more than scope boots. When I commentate a Metro game, I will actually point this out, as some people do this, and it's just like an, ooh, I know exactly where that guy is, I know about where his chest is, I know where to aim, even though this is across Metro. So this recon is dead. So in general, I just want to have a very quick rant, and this is about squad proficiencies. So, as you may have noticed, I'm the only person running a different proficiency in my squad. So I have no idea actually how I lost that gunfight, even though it was an M4. Oh, it was a headshot. I feel like a bit of an idiot there, but I don't know how my sniper missed either. Nonetheless, proficiencies are a major thing when used properly. So if you can use proficiencies properly as a squad and successfully communicate, although I have failed to communicate to the rest of the members of my squad that they do not have, that they all have suppression. Nonetheless, I feel like they should know that they're all running. Everybody is running suppression, but I guess not everybody's perfect. Anyways, in general, a good baseline perk, you do not know what else to run, and everybody else is running a different perk, is ammo and sprints. So these are two of the easier perks to unlock. So I actually went negative there. I'm a bit disappointed in that game, but these are two of the easier perks to unlock. Sprint and ammo, as well as two of the most useful. Ammo, on some guns, doubles your ammo. So, I don't know, there's nothing really more to say other than it doubles your ammo. What gets better than that, especially in longer gunfights for those of us who do sometimes run out of ammo, and especially on guns like the 93 Raffica, which run out of ammo especially quickly. The other thing Sprint allows you on larger maps to get to objectives so much faster, as well as if somebody's behind you and you don't realize that and they're trying to knife you, you do outrun them. Alright, so this has been Sandstarification, bringing you a somewhat shitty video of Battlefield 3, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe.